Okay, hopefully my phone will hold like this. It's literally balancing on its side. But I just wanted to show you, I'll start with the Windex. You're welcome to fast forward. I don't mean to be telling you how to Windex a window, but cleaning the window surface is very, very important. So, for instance, what I'm going to do is, I spray the bottom. The first batch of Windex, I really push left and right and kind of get that, sometimes it has that little suds kind of look to it. So you really want to clean them just like a normal window at first. Really kind of putting a lot of pressure. If you see any spots at all, make sure to get all of those up that are possible. Okay. So that's using my first round of Windex, which looks a little bit like that. Second round, grab another roll of paper towels and show you how I do that. I had one nearby. Okay, so again, use them as you need them. The next thing I'm going to do for my Windex is get all of the perimeter, the borders of your window. That's because these films can pick up dust and dirt particles very, very easily. So I want to make the entire area absolutely as clean and pristine as possible. Again, it's small. It's a small thing, it's easy to do, and if it saves you 10 minutes, 15 minutes of hassle and holding the film above your head while you reach to clean it, clean the window sill, anything that the film might potentially come in contact with. Okay, that would be what I would consider the second round of Windex. The third is when I really kind of get down and use a scraper. Yeah, if you have some older windows, it might take you a little bit longer. You really might have to work it well, but it's going to be well worth your time and energy to get it right. Okay, let's start with the top. This is I try to do a smaller section at a time, particularly if it's sunny out, because the Windex will obviously evaporate. The other thing is you don't want to do this in direct sunlight, I'm told, especially in a place where it's relatively arid. Which is here in Colorado. So I'm just going to do a section, a single pane section at a time. And so I'm going to start from the bottom, and I just kind of scrape, scrape, scrape. Make sure to get where it makes contact with the window. And I'm going to go from inside to out. Thinking of all the micro dust particles that might be there. Try to use the fresh side of each one. And okay, then I'm going to use a completely new one for the next pane. And so I wipe from the center away on one side, get all the micro particles, and then I use the other side to clean the window as you normally would. Grab a new one. You'll be able to use some of these paper towels if you're really conscious as I am. Scraper. Sometimes with the scraper you can feel or kind of hear that you're running over some particulates even after the first Windex, in which case you want to kind of move it back and forth to really make sure you get each of those spots. So I covered the side where most of the microfiber, the particles will be, and then I come back with the other side and just nice, clean, make sure to get the edges. Takes quite a while for prep work, but you'll be very happy in the end. So all in all, I would say about quarter of the time to install one of these panels I spend actually cleaning the window. May not be fully necessary, but I would rather be safe than sorry and put my efforts in, make sure I get it right the first time, and get something that I'm very happy with. So you can see even that's the second or the third pass. I don't know if you can see it, but I can kind of already get some dust and dirt particles that were not there on the first two passes of the Windex. That really, really well. And there. That's the prep work. Okay. Next we measure. It's fairly easy just to over approximate and cut something loosely that will fit. But I found, I highly do not recommend this. I found that as soon as you go over a couple inches, it gets very cumbersome, particularly the thicker films. So I recommend about an inch in both the width and the height, the length and the width dimensions, an inch in each dimension extra. You can go as much as 2 inches, but I wouldn't go further than that. Those 1 or 2 inches will actually give you a fair amount of room to work with. Even if you mess up with a razor knife, you'll be able to simply slide it and get a better cut. So if it happens to snag on you or something like that. So I'm going to measure it. My width of my window is about 24.5, so I'm going to overestimate that and go for 26. And the height of my window is about 27, so I'm going to go 28. Again, don't go much under in case you mess up. Don't go too much over. Okay. We're now going to turn our attention to cutting them. I can explain to you how to cut them, but I highly recommend getting a nice flat surface that you can use, like a large dining room table or draft board, and use these squares. By the way, I'm also going to show you how to do this as a one-man job as opposed to a two-man job.